Hello everyone and very good evening. I hope you all are doing good and well. So today in the class, what we are going to do is we will be discussing questions. Okay? So let's start with question. I will be giving you some time to solve the question. I will be giving you almost, I mean, for sure 1.5 minutes, but I can give you more also because for the first time you people will be solving the question. So you will be getting time. In that time you should be reading the question properly, and then you should try to apply whatever concept you have studied so far or whatever formula you have studied so far. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start with the very first question. So this is your first question. Take your time, do it. I will be launching the poll where you can put in your answer. Okay, let me know. Do it. I'm giving some more time so that you can think on the question. Okay, I got one answer, but why I launched the poll? I mean, this is just integer type question. So you need to send me answer. Okay? So let me know. Take some more 1 minute, think around this question and do it. I hope you all are solving it. Okay. Anyone tried it? I mean, anyone got a bit of it? How to do it? देखो क्वेश्चन क्या कह रहा है क्वेश्चन इज सेइंग दैट यू आर हैविंग अ कैपेसिटर ऑफ capacitance 10 microfarad. So here it is this capacitor. It has a capacity of how much? 10 microfarad. So this is equal to C basically. Okay, which parts are separated by 10 millimeter. This distance is how much? This is your 10 millimeter through air, and each plate has an area of what? Area given is 4 centimeters square, is now filled equally with two dielectric of media K1 and K2 as shown in the figure. If new force between the plates is 8 Newton, the supply voltage is how much? So you need to calculate, I mean, force acting between two plate is given, and you are asked what? You are asked the supply voltage. डन है. सो फोर्स का फॉर्मूला वी हैव स्टडीड. फोर्स का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? क्यू स्क्वायर बाई 2a एप्सिलॉन नॉट. डन है. And these two plates are getting connected with a battery. Done है. How much charges will be there on this plate? I mean, will it be same or will it differ? I mean, यहाँ पे देखो, we are getting two capacitor by inserting two different dielectrics, right? One capacitor is this and another is this. ठीक है. This is K1 equal to 2 and this is K2 equal to how much? 3. So we have two capacitor here, and this is basically continuation of this plate itself. This is also continuation of this plate itself. And this is connected with a battery. Done it? So we are connecting it with battery like this, let's say. So this plate will have certain amount of charge. This plate will have certain amount of charge. Done it? And hence force will act between this plate and between this plate and this plate. Done it? What will be the value of C here for these two capacitors? कल की क्लास में मैंने तुम लोगों को बताया था how capacitance changes or how we calculate capacitance when dielectric is inserted in between the plates. So कैसे निकालोगे बताओ? इसको ले लो कि suppose कर लो this capacitor is having capacitance C1, this is having capacitance C2. Everyone let me know here what is the value of C1 and what is the value of C2. I just want it out of you. ठीक है. Here we are getting two capacitors, right? One is this, another is this. This one here dielectric constant 2 and here dielectric constant 3. Geometrically they are symmetrical. I mean, this is half area, this is half area. Distance between these two plates is same as the distance between combined plates. So let me know what is the value of capacitance C1 and C2 you're getting. Let me know. After that I will proceed. ठीक है. चलो तुम लोग सॉल्व करो और मुझे बताओ. Yes. Okay, to C1. But how you can compare this C1 with 10 microfarad? क्वेश्चन में हमें क्या दिया हुआ है? इन द क्वेश्चन इट इज गिवन दैट this whole capacitor without dielectric is having capacitance equal to 10 microfarad. So epsilon naught A by D is equal to 10 microfarad, right? And in this case, this small plate, it has an area A by 2. So epsilon naught A by 2 by D, and its dielectric is 2. So into 2. It will ultimately look like A by 2 से 2 कट जाएगा. So it will ultimately look like epsilon naught A by 2. 2. So C1 का वैल्यू क्या मिला हमें? C1 का वैल्यू we will get as 10 microfarad. ठीक है. What will be the value of C2? Similarly, C2 को आप निकालो. So this is also epsilon naught A by 2 divided by D into 3. So epsilon naught A by 2D किसके बराबर होगा? 10 by 2 के बराबर, that is 5. 5 into 3, that is 15 microfarad. So now we know the capacitance of these two capacitors. Let's draw it like this. One is like this, another is like this. ठीक है? And both are like connected with the same battery. So we can draw it like this. है ना? Because these two plates are the part of same plate and that is why their potential has to be same. इसलिए मैंने ऐसे लाइन ड्रॉ किए. ठीक है. One is your 10 microfarad, another is your 15 microfarad. Let's say from here the voltage is V. ठीक है. So potential difference across this capacitor is V. Across this capacitor also it is V. Why? Why they will share the same potential difference? Because they are in parallel, right? So V and V, what will be charge on 10 microfarad? अगर आप 10 microfarad पे charge निकालो, Q equal to क्या होता है? CV, so C1V, and that is equal to 10V microcoulomb. And what will be charge on 2? That will be C2V, so that is your 15V microcoulomb. Okay, so this is the value of charge we are getting. Now, total force if we have to calculate between plates means force between this and this plus force between this and this, because these two capacitors are the part of same plate, right? So we were asked to calculate force between plate 1 and plate 2. So plate 1 and 2 got divided between two capacitor. This is one, this is another. So basically net force अगर आप निकालोगे तो force acting on capacitor between capacitor 1 plus force acting between capacitor 2. ठीक है. So and they will be in same direction, because if it has this has a positive charge, this also has positive charge. If this has a negative charge, this also has negative charge. So force direction will be also same. We simply need to add it. अब आप add करो q square by 2a epsilon naught. This will be your formula, and here q1 square, and here it will be q2 square by 2a epsilon naught. एरिया ध्यान से लिखना, यहाँ पे a लिख दिया मैंने. Q1 बाई A बाई 2 होगा, राइट. एक सेकेंड. एरिया इंडिविजुअल प्लेट्स का क्या है, A बाई 2 है. ठीक है. सो हियर यू विल बी राइटिंग A बाई 2. अब एक काम करो, आप लोग कैलकुलेट करके मुझे बताओ क्या आ रहा है. ठीक है. एवरीवन डू दिस कैलकुलेशन. आई वॉन्ट यू ऑल पीपल टू डू दिस. सो डू इट एंड लेट मी नो. ठीक है, करके बताओ. Yes, I'm looking forward to your answers. If you have, let me know. एप्सिलॉन नॉट का वैल्यू क्या लिख सकते हो, 4 पाई इंटू 10⁻⁻�7. 325/4 एप्सिलॉन नॉट. अगर मैं इसको करेक्ट लेकर चलूं तो 325 डिवाइडेड बाई कितना आ रहा है किरण, 4 एप्सिलॉन नॉट. सो हियर इफ आई राइट 4 एप्सिलॉन नॉट का वैल्यू क्या लिखोगे, दिस यू विल बी राइटिंग एज 8.85 इंटू 10⁻⁻12. एप्सिलॉन नॉट का वैल्यू आप लिख लो 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12. ठीक है. दिस इज द वैल्यू ऑफ एप्सिलॉन नॉट. नाउ लेकिन तुमने यहाँ कुछ तो गलती किया है, और गलती किया है तुमने चार्ज में, क्योंकि कूलम Q1 चार्ज इज इन 10 वोल्ट माइक्रो कूलम. So if you will do the squaring of charge, you will get here you need 10 to the power minus 12. ठीक है. So now you need to solve it. If you will solve it, what you will be, I'm just assuming it is correct. If it is not, then answer will be something different. Let me do it. I don't know if you have done it correct or wrong. So let's calculate it now. चलो एक काम करते हैं, जो कॉमन है उसको बाहर ले लो. सो व्हाट इज कॉमन हियर, 1/a एप्सिलॉन नॉट q1 स्क्वायर प्लस q2 स्क्वायर. सो q1 का स्क्वायर कितना है 100, q2 का स्क्वायर कितना है 225. So this is your 325. So yeah, that was correct. So this is 325 into 10 to the power minus 12 divided by how much area? Area कितना दिया हुआ है total? That is your 4 centimeter का square. So here you will write 4 into 10 to the power minus 2. Write everything in SI unit. ठीक है? And epsilon naught 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12. Now you solve it and let me know the exact answer. चलो बताओ सभी लोग क्या आएगा. नियर अबाउट क्या जाएगा बताओ. यू शुड बी गुड इन कैलकुलेशन. सो लेट मी नो नियर अबाउट हाउ मच यू आर गेटिंग. -12 से -12 कैंसिल होगा. दिस 10 to the power 2 will go up, and this will become how much? 34 point 34.6 something, right? So 3 to 5 divided by 34.6 something into 10 to the power 2. This will be equal to how much? Yes. 325 डिवाइडेड बाई 346, बताओ किस डिजिट के क्लोज होगा? अगर डिवाइड करते हो तो क्या आएगा? You should not be using the calculator, you should be using your mind. So do it and let me know. I will be using calculator. I mean, 8.85 into, let me multiply it. 8.85 into, this is 4. This is exactly equal to 35.4 actually. Sorry. This is 30.5.4. और अगर 35.4 से तुम डिवाइड करोगे, it will come closer to 8 something. Sorry, point 8 something, right? Not point 8, 0.08. So this is 0.08 into 10 to the power 3 approximately. So this will give you how much? 80 volt. So I mean, देखो, in the case of capacitor, when epsilon naught is there, calculation actually gets a bit lengthy, but it was not lengthy. I mean, you just simply need to multiply it, divide it. Nothing more than that you are required to do. So you just need to have the value of this. This is 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12 with proper unit. So this thing you should remember. Done it? As far as concept is concerned, so concept I have already given you. I mean, this was what? This was a single capacitor like this. Its area was given, and this separation was given. Initially, it was not charged, and it was given that epsilon naught A by D is equal to 10 microfarad. After that, what was happening? After that, we were dividing this capacitor into two regions, one with dielectric 2, another with dielectric 3. So we got two capacitors, and these two capacitors are in parallel. You can see, because this plate and this plate are the part of same plate, so same potential. Similarly, if it has potential V plus, it has a potential of V minus. So potential difference between two capacitors having dielectric 2 and 3 is V plus minus V minus. So same, right? So we are getting two parallel capacitors. Then after that, what we did is we calculated its capacitance. What will be the capacitance? C1 का value हमने क्या लिखा? Epsilon naught. Since it is sharing the half of the plate, so its area will become A by 2 divided by D. Done it. Separation is remaining same. And we already know that if dielectric value is 2, then capacitance will become epsilon naught area by D into K times, right? So K का value यहाँ पे 2 है, and it will be equal to epsilon naught A by D. And इसलिए I wrote it equal to 10 microfarad. After that, you will calculate C2. You will write epsilon naught A by 2 divided by D into dielectric constant 3. ठीक है? So epsilon naught A by D 10 है. Epsilon naught A by 2D क्या हो जाएगा? 5. 5 into 3, 15 microfarad. After that, what we did is this was connected to a battery having potential V. So across it potential is V. Across it potential is V. Just calculate charge on each plate. So charge अगर आप फर्स्ट कैपेसिटर पे निकालोगे तो सी भी करोगे, so that will give you 10 V microcoulomb, and Q2 similarly will be 15 volt microcoulomb, 15 V microcoulomb, not volt. So this is this. फोर्स कैसे निकालते हैं? फोर्स का फॉर्मूला है क्यू स्क्वायर बाई 2a epsilon naught. ठीक है? And here, if you look at things, force is acting between this and this. So we need to divide the force. So इसलिए हमने लिखा था q1 square by 2a by 2 epsilon naught plus q2 square by 2a by 2 epsilon. ठीक है? So this thing we did, right? And we calculated, we put in the value, we calculated, we got the answer. Now let's move on with the next question. Chalo, do it. Here you don't need to do much of calculation. You just need to remember the formula. So try doing it. Okay. I have launched the poll here. Chalo, I want you people to do it because I will do, but that's not more helpful, right? First, you should try it to the max. Energy stored in the capacitor का formula you already know, right? So now you need to write what? You need to give me the answer. Okay, I got two answers. One feels correct, another one incorrect. Kiran, yes, it feels correct, but maybe not. This is total energy getting asked, right? Yes. Energy stored in the capacitor is getting asked, Kiran. Pay attention. Okay, let me end the poll here. And first, let me reveal the answer. Answer is this. Okay. So where you did the mistake, you calculated energy stored per unit volume. What is the energy stored on capacitor? Simple formula से चलते हैं, half CV square, right? Or Q square by 2C. Any formula you use, half, because here it is not in the form of CV square, it is in form of epsilon naught area electric field. So we need to convert C into epsilon naught A by D. V can be written as what? ED ka square, right? So this will become half epsilon naught E ka square into A into D. So this is the total energy. I talked about here we are asked energy stored on the capacitor. So we need to write this. If we were asked energy stored per unit volume, then that will become E by AD. And this is equal to half epsilon naught A square. So you should not get mistaken. This is what? This is your energy stored per unit volume. And this is your what? This is energy stored. Total energy stored, not per unit volume. Okay? Chalo. Let's now do this question. This is a very important question and we should be doing this. Okay? It has came in all sort of exams, NEET, JEE, it's there. So we should be doing this question. Take your time. First, you try. After that, definitely I will do, or we will do it together. ठीक है? चलो. I'm here only. You people do it. I'm just watching the poll, everything. You can ask doubts also. Somebody has already given me the answer. Okay, I don't need to launch the poll actually because this is integer type question. So I've ended it. You can write answers in the chat section. Yes, anybody with the answer? No one? Try solving it. You need to calculate change in potential energy after inserting the dielectric slab. Okay, I will make you understand the case. So there is a parallel plate capacitor like this. It has a capacitance of 12.5 picofarad. Okay, maybe I got one answer. Ved. Okay. Uh, Maybe it is correct. I don't remember the answer. Okay. Let me tell you first. There is slight mistake. ठीक है. Let's check. So कैपेसिटर कुछ ऐसा है 12.5 पिकोफैराड का कैपेसिटेंस है and what is happening here we are charging it with the help of 12 volt battery. ठीक है. So if we will charge it with 12 volt of battery it means finally finally potential difference between the plates of capacitor will be how much? 12 volt, right? So what is the energy stored initially? कितना होगा बताओ? हाफ सी भी स्क्वायर. तो हाफ सी का वैल्यू क्या लिखोगे आप? 12.5 पिको फैराड. पिको मीन्स 10 to the power minus 12 and voltage is how much? 12 का square. If you are going to do this, you will be getting how much? 12.5 into 144. If you do it, you will get 1800. 1800 by 2 into 10 to the power minus 12. So you will be getting 900 into 10 to the power minus 12 joule. This is the initial energy. So आपने जो मुझे बताया ना, one answer that I received, वो है initial energy on the capacitor. We are asked change in energy when we will be inserting the dielectric. So what will happen if we insert dielectric? अगर आप देखो ध्यान से यहाँ पे capacitor है ना? And now what we are doing, the battery is now disconnected. So we are disconnecting it with the battery. So there is no longer battery, but it is charged with positive charge and this is charged with negative charge. So capacitor is charged because we connected it with battery for long time. It is charged. Now we are disconnecting the battery. Battery hat gaya. What we are doing after disconnecting the battery? After disconnecting the battery, we are inserting dielectric in this space. And I have told you in yesterday's class, when we insert dielectric with battery not connected to the capacitor, then energy got decreased by k times. If you remember, because you can use the formula of energy stored q square by 2c. In this case, when you are inserting dielectric in between the space of capacitor such that capacitor is not connected to the battery, in that case what happens? What happens? Q will remain same, right? Q is isolated, it is not going to change. C will change by k times, it will increase by k times, so overall energy will decrease by k times. So here energy is going to get decreased by k times. So what will be the final energy? So अगर मैं final energy की बात करूं तो initial energy by dielectric constant, right? Epsilon R is what? Dielectric constant. Relative permittivity is same as dielectric constant. So this is 6. If you solve it, you will get how much? 150. So final energy is 150. What is the change in energy that we are noticing? How much energy changed? So you will write it like initial minus final, 900 minus 150. So that will give you 750 into 10 to the power minus 12 जून. ठीक है. ओके. यस वेद. दैट्स करेक्ट. नाउ इट इज करेक्ट. तो हमें ये सारे प्रोसेसेस करने थे. ठीक है. आई होप तुम लोग ग्रेजुअली चीजें सीख रहे हो. आई एक्सपेक्ट दिस. नाउ लेट्स लर्न मोर थिंग्स बाय डूइंग दिस क्वेश्चन. सो आप सभी लोग ट्राई करो. आफ्टर दैट वी विल बी डूइंग इट टुगेदर. फर्स्ट यू ट्राई इट. ठीक है. यू कैन लेट मी नो द आंसर इन द चैट सेक्शन. ठीक है. I will be waiting for your answers. So let me know in the chat section if you get any answer then. First, you let me know C3, C4, C5 are in what? Series or parallel? First, you need to calculate C equivalent. Let me tell you. C equivalent, if you are able to calculate, then you can calculate total charge on all the capacitor. ठीक है. So first our target should be to calculate C equivalent. अब आप मुझे ये बताओ कि यहाँ पे C3, C4, C5 are in what? Are they in series or parallel? What do you say?
Series.
Yeah, they are in series, right? Yes, Kiran. Yes, Veda. They are in series, right? So अगर आप C3, C4, C5 का equivalent निकाल लो, you will be writing 1 by C equivalent of these three, 1 by C3 plus 1 by C4 plus 1 by C5. And this will be equal to how much? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1. 1 plus 1 by 4 is how much? This is 5 by 4. So what is the C equivalent? It is 4 by 5. And if you write it, this is 0.8 microfarad. ठीक है. So now I'm going to redraw this diagram. अगर मैं इसको redraw करूं तो क्या होगा बताओ? Yes. C equivalent will be this one. Yes. Done it? So now let me rewrite it. So rewrite में कैसे करूंगी इसको बताओ. There is a battery here. It's looking like this. Let me recheck. So this is again C1, C6. Let's write it like this. C1, C6. And then there is this capacitor, which is how much? 0.2. And then C2, whatever it was, C3, C4, C5 can be written as equal to how much? Just now we got 0.8. Now you tell me 0.8 and 0.2 are in what? Series or parallel? कोई मुझे बताएगा क्या होगा बताओ. Yes. Thanush. Okay. You are getting that as an answer. ठीक है. With parallel. ठीक है. Kiran, parallel. Yes, they will be in parallel. So in parallel, C equivalent will be equal to how much? 0.2 plus 0.8. That will give you 1. Let's again rewrite the diagram. फिर से rewrite करते हैं. Capacitance of this is equal to how much? 2 microfarad. So this is 2. And this 0.2 plus 0.8 is 1. And this is also 2. So this is 2, this is 1, this is 2. And here there is a battery of potential 10 volt, right? Now these 2, 1, 2 are in what? Series or parallel? Series? Yes?
Series.
Yes, series. So series में अब आप जोड़ लो इसको. C equivalent निकालते हैं. चलो जोड़कर देखो क्या आता है. Yes, okay, Kiran. देखते हैं आंसर क्या है. So that feels incorrect as of now, but very good, you tried it. And what will be 1 by C equivalent? Just write it here. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 क्या हो जाएगा? 1. 1 plus 1 क्या होगा? 2. So C equivalent, somebody answered it long before. It is half. किसी ने आंसर किया था. Very good. ठीक है. So C equivalent is how much? Half. What will be the value of charge? Voltage is 10 volt, right? So total charge आप क्या लिखोगे? Total charge will be Q is equal to C into V. So C is half. Voltage is 10. ठीक है. So this will be equal to how much? 5 microcoulomb. ठीक है. This is equal to how much? 5 microcoulomb. Veda. Yes, it will be 5, right? Now हमारा क्वेश्चन क्या था? अब चलो क्वेश्चन पे जाते हैं. Charge stored on capacitor C4. Let's decide charge stored on all the capacitor. ठीक है, सारे पे ही निकालते हैं. So अब तुम बैक सर्किट से जाओ. जो I mean, look at the circuit, which is the simplest one. So simplest circuit is this one. This is the most condensed form of circuit, right? So start from here when you have to do the charge distribution. So in this circuit, how much charge is coming out? 5 microfarad. Sorry, microcoulomb. And since 2, 1, 2 are in series, this will also get 5, this will also get 5, this will also get 5. So 5, 5, 5. Now you remember, now come to this circuit. ठीक है. अब बैक से फ्रंट की तरफ मूव करो आप. So if you move here now, to this I gave 5, to this I gave 5. to this and this together, I gave how much? 5 microcoulomb. This one is what? This 1 microfarad is what? This is combination of 0.2 and 0.8. And on this combination, how much charge is there? 5 microcoulomb. So let's talk about this combination thing. What will be the potential difference? Charge on this combination, total charge is how much? 5. C equivalent is how much? 1. Voltage will be how much? So voltage is your 5. Yes, it is here how much? It is 5, right? So this is 5 volt. Now, this to this whole combination, potential difference is 5 volt. It means what? Across this also potential difference is 5 volt, and across this also potential difference is 5 volt. Because across the combination of 0.2 and 0.8, potential drop is how much? 5 volt. Since they are in parallel, potential difference across each element will also be how much? 5 volt. So if you think now, what will be the charge on this capacitor? 0.2 वाले पे कितना charge होगा? Q is equal to CV. C is how much? 0.2 into 5. So that will give you 1 microcoulomb. And what will be the charge on 0.8? On 0.8, charge will be how much? 0.8 into 5, and that will give you 4 microcoulomb. So here total charge coming is 5 microcoulomb. 4 will go here and 1 will come here. So across 0.8, we are getting how much? 4 microcoulomb. Again, go back to the circuit. अब देखो ये तुम्हारा क्या था? ये जो अभी हमने 4 माइक्रो 0.8 माइक्रो फैराड की जो हमने बात करी, it was this capacitor, and on this capacitor there is 4 microcoulomb charge, and this 0.8 is basically a combination of 3 capacitors, this one, this one, this one. And since they are in series, since this C3, C4, C5 are in series, whatever charge is on the C equivalent of these 3 capacitors, same charge will be on each of these constituents. ऐसे भी मैं explain कर सकती हूँ कैसे? जैसे यहाँ से देखो 5 आया था, 5 microcoulomb. Here what happened? Here 1 microcoulomb got this way, and here it got 4 microcoulomb. ठीक है? So on this there will be 4 microcoulomb, on this 4, on this 4. Done it. So what will be charge stored on C4? It will be 4 microcoulomb. Anyone having doubt in this? In understanding this concept, then let me know. Yes? किसी को doubt है? Okay. No doubt? Okay, Kiran, thank you.
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's move ahead with the next question. So this is your next question, okay? Do this, try this, then we will be doing it together. This is also integer type question. This is a very common question actually. It comes so often, both in NEET and JEE. So question को ध्यान से करो, पढ़ो बस, read it carefully, then draw the diagram, try thinking around the question. ठीक है? Do it. If anyone is encountering any doubt while solving it, that you can ask in the chat section also. Okay? Or you can share inputs, whatever you're getting, if you want to. Yes? Anybody? Chalo, let's discuss the question. Let's do it by understanding it. What is happening first? There is a 600 picofarad capacitor. You know the meaning of pico, that is 10 to the power minus 12. So this is getting charged by 200 volt battery. So let's say this is positive terminal. Then on this plate, positive charge will come. And on this plate, negative charge will come. How much charge will stay on the capacitor? Maximum up to Q equal to CV. So C का value क्या है यहाँ पे 600 into 10 to the power minus 12 into V, that is 200. So 12 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb. ठीक है? And what is the energy of this state of the capacitor? Energy क्या लिखोगे आप? You will be writing it like Q square by 2C. So let's write it. Q square will be how much? It is 144 into 10 to the power minus 16 divided by 2 into 6 into 10 to the power minus 10. So this will become how much? 12 into 10 to the power minus 6 joule. ठीक है? This is the energy we will be getting. Yes, Veda, that's correct. So this much is the initial energy. Let's say this is initial energy. What is the question now? What we are doing now? This is what you need to crack. So let's have a look over it. What we are doing is, it is then disconnected from the battery. So we are charging the capacitor. So it's getting charged and getting disconnected from the battery. So there is no battery. And then connected to another uncharged 600 picofarad capacitor. So again, it is getting connected to another uncharged capacitor. What will happen when you will establish such connection? क्या होने वाला है इस connection को establish करने के बाद? If you see here carefully, then what will happen? See, it has a positive charge. It has no charge. And you know that when two conducting things are connected, then because of potential difference, charge flows. है in electrostat also we have seen, there was one spherical conductor. It was given charge something Q1. Then there was another conducting sphere. When we were connecting it, it was having initially charge Q2. Then charge started flowing in such a way that potential will ultimately become what? Equal. So here also, if you talk about this plate and this plate, they are conductor, right? And they are connected by conducting wire. So there is potential difference because this plate has positive potential, this plate has zero potential. So there is difference. This is at high potential and this plate is at low potential. So charge will flow from here to here. Plus charge will flow. Now, what about this plate and this plate? Since this is at zero potential, this is at negative potential. This is at high potential and this is at low potential. ठीक है? So low potential से high की तरफ क्या आ सकता है? Negative charge जा सकता है. Positive charge हमेशा high potential से low potential की तरफ जाता है ना? We have seen it. So here negative charge will accumulate and here positive charge will accumulate. how long this process will happen? Until both capacitor will not share the same potential difference. Okay, so let's say in equilibrium, that is finally potential difference between these two plates is what? V. ठीक है, so finally दोनों के बीच का potential difference क्या हो जाएगा? Same. That is we are assuming as V. This is first concept. Second concept that you can think around is that you were having this capacitor, right? It was having some plus q charge, it was having some minus q charge. It is disconnected to battery, so now this is isolated. It is isolated, right? And when we are connecting it to another plate like this, charge from here will flow to here. Done hai? Let's say at a time at equilibrium, that is finally, let's say here plus q1 charge is left, and here how much charge is there? Plus q2. ठीक है, and this has how much charge? Minus q1. And this has how much charge? It has your charge minus q2. ठीक है, so this is the distribution of charge that we can see in equilibrium when both are having same potential difference. अब मुझे ये बताओ, what will be the charge thing finally? I mean, is there conservation of charge happening? Initially on these two plates taken together, total charge value is how much? Plus q. ठीक है, and finally on these two plates, which are isolated system, because these two plates are just connected with each other, not connected to any battery, so this is isolated. Final charge is how much? q1 plus q2. So charge has to be conserved, and we will write q1 plus q2 equal to q. So this is another concept, charge का conservation. Done है? So first concept के according मैंने क्या बोला कि charge तब तक flow करेगा till potential difference will become same. And if potential difference across two capacitor is becoming same, they will be in parallel. So here, if you have to talk about C equivalent, you can write it as C1 plus C2 in this case. Okay. Now let's come back to the question. Electrostatic energy lost in the process. So final energy we need to calculate. Final C equivalent is how much? C1 plus C2, that is your 1200 picofarad. And somehow, if we know what is the value of V across the capacitors, we can calculate energy. Final energy तुम्हारा कितना हो जाएगा? Half C equivalent V का square. ठीक है? So we need to calculate V. अब चलो V निकालते हैं. इसका capacitance C था, इसका भी C था. So finally charge on this capacitor is how much? Let's say this is C1, so it is C1V, and charge on this capacitor is how much? C2V, and this should be equal to Q, which is CV, because initially this was connected, I mean not CV, 600 into 200 something, that is 12 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb. So this Q1 C1V plus C2V is equal to 12 into 10 to the power minus 8. Now solve it. ठीक है, C1 और C2 तुम्हारा क्या है? Equal है. So you will write here 2CV, and this is equal to 12 into 10 to the power minus 8. If you solve it, 2 into 600 into 10 to the power minus 12. Okay, somebody help me. That's great. How much value we are getting? So I will be taking his answers. What you got? Okay, Thanush, how 1200 you got? Which 1200?
C equivalent.
Okay, C equivalent you are talking about. This is C1, right? This is C1, 600 picofarad. This is C2,
Yes, ma'am.
600 picofarad. They are in series parallel, right? So in parallel, how we calculate C equivalent? By adding these two. So that is how I got 1200.
Okay.
ठीक है? So now you calculate it, 2C into this. So this 12 will get cancelled. 10 to the power minus 10 here. V will be 100 volt. So voltage is 100 volt. Energy final आप निकाल लो. Half C equivalent is how much? 12 into 10 to the power minus 10 into 100. So this is 6 into 10 to the power minus 8 joule, right? How much was the initial energy? 12 into 10 to the power minus 6 volt. It was, right? So calculation गलत नहीं किया है ना? Because we are getting it wrong. हाफ सी वी का स्क्वायर करना था, ठीक है। सो 100 इंटू 100 करूंगी ना, देन इट विल बिकम हाउ मच इंटू 100, सो दिस विल बिकम 6 इंटू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 6 जूल, ठीक है। इनिशियल एनर्जी was how much? 12 into 10 to the power minus 6 joule. If you are going to take the difference, it will give you 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 joule, ठीक है। So correct answer will be what? It will be 6. यहाँ पे क्या लिखोगे? 6. अब देखो इस क्वेश्चन के ऐसे कॉन्सेप्ट पे ना, देयर आर सो मेनी क्वेश्चंस. You can refer to H.C. Verma. There are so many questions based on this concept itself. Okay, so you should open that book and you should try solving those questions. It's really an important concept. So very, very important from the point of view of all exams that you're going to appear in later on. Okay, so this is very important. Please keep this in your mind. चलो ये क्वेश्चन है, अगेन डायलेक्टिक का क्वेश्चन है. ट्राई डूइंग इट. इफ इट वोंट अकर देन यू विल बी डूइंग दिस एज होमवर्क, बट यू शुड ट्राई इट. ठीक है, लेट्स ट्राई इट. यस, लेसन नेम इज यस. अच्छा, एनसीआर, ये एचसी वर्मा में इट मस्ट बी अंडर इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स. यस, अंडर इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स, बट इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक पोटेंशियल टॉपिक के अंदर यू विल बी गेटिंग द क्वेश्चंस. ओके, क्वेश्चन समझ रहे हो तुम लोग? क्वेश्चन ये कह रहा है कि वी आर हैविंग टू प्लेट्स ऑफ कैपेसिटर. ठीक है, there is dialectic of thickness x, so this thickness is given as x, and this whole thickness or this whole space is equal to d. ठीक है, there is dialectic of dialectic constant 4. Done है. Now let C1 and C2 be the capacitance of system for chi is equal to 1 by 3d and chi is equal to 2d by 3. Chi means x का value है basically. So in one case when x is 1 by 3d, then C equivalent of this whole system, capacitance of system is C1, and when this x is 2d by 3, in that case it is C2. ठीक है, so C1 value is given, you need to calculate C2. So in one case this x is d by 3, then it calculated C equivalent, it is equal to C1 and it is equal to 2 microfarad. In the second case, it has taken x is equal to 2d by 3, and in that case C equivalent of the system is equal to C2, and we have to tell what is the value of C2. This is the question over here. ठीक है, अगर कोई आंसर बता सकता है तो लेट मी नो. यस, लेट्स डू वन थिंग, टेक इट एज अ होमवर्क. ठीक है, ये क्वेश्चन आप लोग होमवर्क में कर लेना. आई विल टेल यू द आंसर. इट इज 3 हियर. I will be also sharing the notes in the portal, so from there you can get. This is also another question that you can do. So you should be doing this question. The answer is given. So two questions are there that you need to solve as a homework. ठीक है, कल के क्लास में we will be meeting with new topic, that is your word current electricity. ठीक है, so we will start learning current electricity. Okay. Anyone having any doubt? Anyone any doubt? No?
Bye, ma'am.
Okay, bye bye. Who is the? Okay. Bye, Kiran. Bye bye. Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you. Everyone, take care of yourself. Stay mast and bindas. Keep enjoying your life and keep doing better. Okay? Everyone, take care of yourself properly. Bye bye, Sanjana. Bye. Thank you, Gauri. Thank you, everybody. Bye, Priya. Chalo, I will see everybody off. So I'm just giving everybody farewell. Chalo, okay. Bye, everyone. Bye, Dinesh. Keep